the last part of section 3.2 in the elimination method is applying it to word problems. If you'd like to pause the video, I'm going to do one word problem for you. Vanessa has $2.10 in nickels and dimes. If she has 30 coins in all, how much of each type does she have? Well, again, since we are in the chapter that deals with the word linear, again, we're going to have two variables. We're going to have an x variable and a y variable, and we need to know what both of them are before we begin. Well, as you read the problem, there's no clue as far as the word slope is concerned. However, the one clue is in the question. How many of each type does she have? So the question is asking us how many nickels and how many dimes does she have, since those are the two types of coins that she has. Now, it doesn't matter which variable is which. Just need to define them. You need to identify to yourself which variable is which. So I'm going to just pick x is going to be the number of nickels, and I'm going to pick y is the number of dimes. Now, since I've got both variables picked out and defined, the next question is, since I have two variables, there are two variables, from a prior video you learned that you need two equations. So from the information in the problem, we need to come up with two equations. Well, how do we do that? Well, first of all, it says she has 30 coins in all. Well, if x is how many nickels and y is how many dimes, if we put them together, the number of nickels plus the number of dimes has got to equal 30. She's got 30 of them. Now, the only other clue is money. She's got $2.10 in nickels and dimes. Well, this is where we have to write a money equation. We all know that nickels, which is x, are worth 5 cents. So how much money does she have in nickels? Well, it would be 0.05 times x. That would give this would give the money in, and I'm going to abbreviate, in nickels. Well, how much money does she have in dimes? Well, the number of dimes she has is y. That would be 0.10 times y, because dimes are worth 10 cents. So this is the amount of money in dimes. Well, what do I do with them? Well, I add them together, because together the total amount of money is $2.10. And that is where you develop and write your equations. I would pay particular attention to this example because you're going to see problems like this again, especially when you deal with money and an equation like that. And that is how you write a linear equation dealing with money. And there is our system that we need to solve. Now I'm going to go forward. I'm going to rewrite the equations. I have x plus y equals 30, and I have 0.05x, because that's how many nickels, plus 10 cents y equals, and I'm not going to use the dollar sign, $2.10. All right, the elimination method. I'm going to notice that I can't add the two of them together right now because one of the letters won't go away. But I'm going to choose to get rid of y, which means I'm going to multiply the top equation by 10 cents. So 0.10 times x is 0.10x. 10 cents times y. Actually, I'm sorry. We're going to have to multiply by negative 10 cents because I got to make sure I've got opposite signs. So that's going to become a negative. And then negative 10 cents times y is going to be negative 0.10y. And then negative 10 cents times 30 is going to be negative 3. Now I can erase the top equation. I don't need it anymore. And I know that one of my letters is going to cancel out when I add these two equations together. 5 cents x minus 10 cents x will leave us negative 0.05x. These are going to cancel, and that equals $2.10 minus 3 leaves us negative 90 cents. Now the last thing is I'm going to have to divide by negative 0.05 to both sides. Negative 0.05. And that is going to give me an answer of x is equal to 18. Oh, so that means my solution to the problem, x equals 18, and that's the number of nickels that I have. Well, I erased the easiest equation to figure out y, so I'm going to go back to that. X plus y equals 30. Well, very simply, if x is 18, 18 plus what number's 30? Well, that's pretty simple. Y is 12. And there is the answer to the problem. I have 18 nickels and 12 dimes, which total $2.10. Any questions regarding this word problem or others, please make sure you ask during class.